Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with Mighty Nein Time, episode 82 of Campaign 2, The Beat of the Permaheart. Last we saw, we're going to run through this real quick because we have an hour and 5 minutes roughly of just YouTube content. We finished the Patreon hour. We're in this room. The heart is beating. It's in a chamber. Half of us, meaning mainly Jester and Ford, are laying in on this chamber trying to destroy the glass or whatever the heck it is that is encasing the heart. Meanwhile, Caleb, Not, and Bo have been going around trying to do the glyphs. Bo did one by herself, luckily got 25 on the first go around, which was exactly what we needed to decipher the glyphs. And then Not got the second one. And then for about 3 or 4 straight rounds, Caleb and Bo were assisting each other on trying to get the final glyph, and to no avail, it is still undone. Not has now changed places with Bo, or is about to, and Caleb just stepped out of line to go, I'm assuming, attack the cage. It's almost shattered, which means the heart's revealed and exposed, and then it's going to attack us. I'm thinking we might still need to get the glyphs down in order to fully take this down long term. So maybe it's not a complete waste, but we were kind of split half and half. Should we take out the glass or should we go do the glyphs? It looks like we're going to do both by the time all is said and done. There's also tendrils coming up through the ground. They keep recharging every so often, every turn. We'll talk more at the end. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see the Patreon hour exclusive for every episode of Campaign 2. Hundreds of other exclusives and movies. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Fiona and Cake ends this week. And then we're starting Chucky Season 3. Hundreds of other things. Look in the description for the link for Patreon. If not, Campaign 2, episode 82. Mighty Nein Time.
Okay.
All right. Going to take a couple of punchos. No.
All right.
That is a 26
Hits.
and a 16, which doesn't. So
Damage on one of them.
yeah,
Come on, Vili.
9 points of damage.
Come on, Vili.
It's now cracks,
Vili,
spidering
our
all
golem
around
friend,
it. It's looking real
has saved
hurt.
Caleb
Finishes your go. It's now
twice.
Permaheart's turn. Everyone suffers 8 points of necrotic damage across the entire chamber.
8
also,
points of necrotic
one
damage to
tentacle
everybody.
arrives,
Another tentacle
which is
arrives.
going to.
We had the whole playing field cleared of tendrils.
there.
There was at 1.5, I think.
That's going to
So we took
attack
all the tendrils out.
Beauregard. Well, first let's see if it can. It can resummon its tentacles now.
All right.
And does it
And
have
only
taken
gets
this
one.
damage from at the top of its turn?
It's at the end,
Of its
End
turn.
of its turn. Okay.
And I rolled
It
a
does
con
summon
save and
another
I kept it up.
Great. All right, so
All
one's
right.
going to be attacking Beauregard. That is going to be an 18.
Miss.
Misses. You just like
Beauregard.
slap it away. The other one is going to be
I feel like
attacking
it's a
you,
20.
Jester. That's going to be a 19. You suffer 13 points of bludgeoning damage and you need to make a strength saving throw.
Lots of raspberries. I like that it actually said blowing
12.
raspberries.
12 fails. You are grappled. However, make a Constitution saving throw for me as well to see if you can maintain the spell.
I think I'm going to take this off only because
Spell
it
dissipates.
sounds like it's rubbing.
The dawn
my
light
mic, and I don't wanna-
fades.
I didn't think that would be a
Shit is smart.
That finishes the end of the Permaheart's turn. Ford, you're up.
Is this tentacle in melee range of not? Or too
Right
far
now,
away?
it is not.
Okay.
There you go.
But it can move, but not before Not's turn. So I'll send 2 Eldritch Blasts at the tentacle that's grappling Jester.
Go for it.
All right. Eldritch Blast, tentacles.
Sorry, wrong one.
By Jester.
That is a 14.
We had it,
and a
like I said, we had it all cleared. We were just
24.
laying
That's
in
it?
on the glyph
Great.
and the chamber. With the
That
heart.
is 12 points of force damage and 14 points of force damage.
Your head's right off
You
the
shatter the
ground.
one that had just grabbed Jester.
Thanks, Ford.
No problem. And I will.
It's his real accent.
I will move. I'll stay right here on the ridge, but come around on this side.
Right there on the edge. Finishing fourth
It
turn,
is
Jester, you're up.
pouring
Caduceus,
rain
you're on
outside,
deck.
too. That's why it's also
on the
so
cusp of
cold.
breaking.
On top of being cold, it's
I use my spiritual
windy
weapon to
and
attack it.
pouring.
Go for it.
Follow your heart.
Natural 20
Awesome,
by
damage.
the great Laura.
10 was 15
15.
points of.
Doubled it.
Because that makes sense when you have a giant bed in the room.
This is it. The glass shatters and breaks away, the glyphs sparking to darkness, and now as it all falls, the heart just kind of falls there and it's still
Right.
beating,
It has been taken out.
but it's now exposed.
I
The
assume
air
it's only
around
going
you
to get
also,
that much more
that
dangerous.
horrible sickening feeling now intensifies.
Oh, it was being
Figured that out.
held at bay.
I'm
So the
going to
damage is going to greatly increase.
Guiding bolt at level 4.
Oh shit, go for it.
Guiding bolt, level 4. We're going in on the heart
Okay,
now.
there's a roll. Oh yeah, that's 27 to hit.
That
27
definitely
to
hits.
hit.
That's arcane shell. Its AC is much lower. It is literally a giant heart on the ground.
So that's
Without its shell, it's much
76.
lower. Beautiful.
76.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
A
reset.
lot of sixes.
10, 22, 27, 30 points.
30.
30
As you blast into it,
points.
the energy burns across it.
Sorry, the
kind
whole
of sparkling, kind of
spreadsheet
pinkish
is
hue turns to
going
green
nuts.
around it, and you see the heart kind of stop beating for a second and then continue.
So it
its-
literally is just the
from
heart beating
its-
on the ground, that
It's, you know,
sense.
took a hit.
The next attack has advantage.
Exactly. That finishes your turn, Jester. Caduceus, you're up.
I'm going to
Jesus.
Unless you
hop
want to
up.
move, Jester.
Spinning my vitamin.
That thing would hit me, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Is it possible to get next to Bo without getting in range of that tentacle?
Nope. Actually, no, it wouldn't.
Okay, well, you know what? Things happen. So I'm going to get in. I'm going to go stand next to between Bo and Jester,
Do happen.
Okay, right there.
and I'm going to cast a holy weapon on Bo.
Okay.
Holy weapon on bow. Look at Marissa's
Maybe like
face.
2d8 a hit. Right?
Adds 2d8 radiant damage.
This means everyone's bless is faded now.
Yes, no more bless.
No
Sorry,
more
guys.
bless on anybody,
bless.
but we have plus 2d8
Radiance.
of radiant damage.
2d8 radiant, and then
It's beautiful. It's
I'm
beautiful.
going to turn invisible as well.
All right, and goes invisible. Still beating heart. Great little beating of the drum.
Alrighty.
Laura earlier in
Finishing
the
Caduceus'
Patreon
turn.
hour said
Not
it
you're up, Bo,
makes
you're
you
on
feel
deck.
like she's
We're
got
just
a poop.
killing this thing now, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Matt was like, I turn it off
I
if it
will
actually is making you uncomfortable.
rock.
Everyone
rock
was like,
this way.
Bet it needs
Oh,
fire.
can we lose the jar, or is the jar permanent?
Fire
The jar is part of the concept,
You
unfortunately.
need fire to kill it.
to kill the heart.
It's a battle
Yeah,
map.
just like everything else. I bet it,
would-
needs fire
he's-
because it will
if
heal
could have
itself
been
or
removed
something.
from the chamber.
I could shoot an explosive arrow, but you're all around it.
Maybe don't do that.
Yeah, don't do.
So I'll just
maybe
shoot a
don't
regular
do that.
bolt.
Go for it.
Regular bolt! Is it. Wait, do I get sneak attack damage?
You do not.
Well, then I will go behind that pillar and hide.
Actually, you know what? No. For this, I would allow because it is exposed, but it does not have the chamber around it. It does have a discernible anatomy. It is a
Alright.
heart. It is essentially a weak point. I will allow
Sneak attack damage. Here we go.
Attack damage.
Oh,
13.
Snack attack.
13 is exactly what you needed.
Oh my god, it is
oh, it's really
extremely
stank.
Is
low.
that a burp?
Yeah.
Somebody.
Oh,
It's not somebody. It's right here.
go ahead and roll damage, not.
Damage.
Oh, sorry.
This heart is just really smells like sausage.
This heart smells like
Well, it
sausage.
smells like
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh,
Yeah, it's what we get for this. This is why we don't order.
Sausage smell delicious though? I love sausage.
it sinks
If
into
you
it and
had
kind of you see it kind of
breath that smells like sausage. I mean, it must
pulse
be, I
around
don't
and
know.
kind of shift
I
in its
think
space from the
sausage is
impact of the bolt,
glorious.
but it's still
If anyone's
beating.
ever cooking
And
sausage, I don't go,
to blame.
making sausage.
18 to hit.
18 hits. Go roll damage again.
10 more.
10 more damage. Second bolt. You can see it now. There's 2 bolts that kind of rolls a little bit from the impact. All right, that finishes your go.
Mighty Nine versus the.
Bo, you're up.
I crack
The
my
Mighty Nine
knuckles, and as I
versus
do,
the
little
heart.
radiant sparks just off of my knuckles, and I'm just wham! I'm gonna start to
Tenderize that steak.
tenderize this meat.
Like it. Pop, pop into the heart. Tenderize
Okay.
this meat.
17 and 18.
Both hit.
So d6 plus.
I'm waiting to see what it's capable of. We're obviously easily going in on it, but it's got to be capable of something to protect itself.
Cock.
Roll yourself.
That one up there.
That's crazy. Roll that again.
Oh.
Okay.
Most
It was
of those
not great.
landed in other counties.
Oh, wait, that wasn't. Wait. What
Yeah, how
was-
the fuck?
I don't know.
Just add them all.
That's
Just
one.
grab
Okay,
them all.
okay. Hang on. Let me do math here. So that's 8.
16.
Why is it so difficult?
18.
20.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's.
Plus 12.
31.
31. No, 30 plus
Was there
12.
that many dice?
32.
32 points of damage. As you come down,
It looked
this
like Liam and
sailing
Ford
into
or
it,
Travis
the
were both
burst of
like,
holy energy
yeah,
burns
like,
around you. You pull back, and it's like
Do math. Just do math. It's okay.
the heartbeat sound is falling into like a horrible sucking sound. It's horribly hurt.
Flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Okay.
So Bo is gonna probably destroy this heart right here. I'm guessing that's.
Oh, God damn it.
I mean, it
13
almost seems like
hits and then 18
maybe we
again.
shouldn't do it this easily.
These two.
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't easy.
Don't even roll damage. How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
It had one hit point left. Horribly hurt.
How do you want to do this?
So we're about to destroy the
I'm
heart.
just going to
Put cholesterol in it.
reach over to Caduceus and get one little like high five. And I'm gonna take that Ballora energy and into
invisible.
the heart. Well,
High five. Air. Roll your shot. And like,
I break his nose.
Break his nose with
As
the
you bring
high
it down,
five.
like it's almost like that rubber band impact, and then it releases. You slam it, and then it bursts across the ground and stops beating.
Quick!
I slap the cat's cradle on the ground, dead face like Dwight from The Office, and cast a web of fire on it at its level.
Okay.
All right, we are burning
All
the
of them
heart
scatter
because we
around,
did
almost
hear
spiraling around it.
acid and fire. Same thing with
Impacting and the burn.
Halas.
Bursts into flames, crackling, a high cinder at first. This almost bonfire, and as it slowly trickles down, you can see the ashen remains of the Permaheart before you.
All right.
If it
So
bleeds,
now,
we can
what
kill
does
it.
that mean for other things?
We should get this stuff off of us. I
The
don't know
tendril
what it does.
falls dead, and within a few moments, you can see all of these stretching bits of
Drying
flesh
up.
and vein throughout the floor begin to turn black.
We are,
I wonder if the laughing hand was like, oh!
that's what I'm wondering. That's what I was talking about.
Do you want to check any of the
Did he
runes
get
on
some
the
sort of-
surface? Is any of this of use to you for
I don't
protection?
know.
No.
Is
the
he
heart
his
doing
own
anything?
thing, or is he somehow
No.
connected in some
It is
way?
ash.
What's happening in the room? Anything weird? I'm
Just-
just paying attention for
I know, I don't
rumbling.
trust
Make a
How's it?
perception check.
Okay, I will do
That's
that.
what I'm wondering.
I gotta
Like,
leave
what
the heart.
effect is this going to have? Is it going to
Make an
start
investigation check.
affecting other
Natural
areas
20.
or something?
No.
Natural
Perception of
20
like-
on
of like-
perception.
29, 30, 33.
Yeah. So you quietly focus, letting the Wild Mother speak through you and sense the space. No heartbeat. The room is still. The heart is dead. The chamber now cold, its purpose fulfilled.
Damn it! There's nothing happening. I would have loved
think we're good.
for something to be happening because we would have known with a natural 20. It almost feels like a waste of a natural 20 that nothing's happening, but at least we have peace of
I rolled a
mind
13
that
to
we're okay.
look and see if the heart has any gold.
Okay. You find a lot of ashes
Okay.
and like a hint of like very, very dark blackened flesh. Nothing.
Again,
Alright.
Caleb, do these runes, are they of any use to you? These pieces, these shards, this material?
Where's Yusa?
I mean, I will. As for its suggestion, I want to get out of here, but I will inspect this. I cast detect magic. Is there anything in this room?
No. The chamber
This is
is
a
bereft
bunch of
of magic.
nothing.
All things within
I thought
that
something
were living
epic was
and
gonna
or
happen
magical
after we took out the
outside
heart.
of what you carry
Instead,
amongst
it's
yourselves.
just a whole bunch of nothing.
Now dormant.
And the door? Found it.
If you get close enough here, the door itself still emanates a magical aura.
Wow.
Let's check for other passages, see if
Just
maybe.
in case.
Yes.
Can I go over to these plaques, these tablets? I did a rubbing of
Yes, I
the
do remember
glyphs that were when we were following
Yeah,
Oban.
I remember
Yes.
this.
Do I pull that out in my notes, in Bo's notes? Do they compare?
They are different.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
there is. You
I
don't
like where
see
she's
any
going,
sort of
but didn't
patterns
make
that
any
overlap
difference.
enough to catch your.
I do
worry.
remember when she specifically did that.
Anything underneath
rubbing.
where the case was, any sort of.
I think I even compared it to Indiana
Anything we
Jones
can
and the Last
move, push,
Crusade
shove,
with the talents.
symbology to take note of.
I mean, it's a lot of dead
That was me.
flesh.
Was
Yeah.
you?
I don't think so.
Shall we return to the study?
Hope it was.
Where's Yusa?
Somewhere else.
Yeah, probably
Maybe
in the
he's in the
dreadnought.
dreadnought. Let's get out of here.
Probably retreat.
That's what
to
I was
the
saying
previous chamber,
last
which is
episode.
not much better
I was
than this.
saying
We head
we
to the
still
door.
haven't come across Yusa, and Alora
You guys all
is
head back to
quite
the door where
concerned.
you entered. Step back
We're
out
like the
into the
search
familiar spiraling
we're
staircase
attacking
into
Permahearts
darkness.
and
Only you
stuff,
can
which is
still
awesome,
see
and I love
the
it.
entrance in the
But
distance
we
where
need
you
to find
entered
Yusa
from
at some
underneath the desk. Eventually, the spiral turns into an ascending staircase, and you all one by one emerge once more into the Permaheart study.
The Permaheart is
The distant thrum, now quiet.
no
What about the
more
little
beats.
pieces? Are they quivering still, or are they?
Oh, you go to inspect the jars? All the pieces are black and unmoving.
Oh,
That's really good.
Anything else look different?
Beyond that, no. But every
Now-
other sliver of contained Permaheart flesh that was seemingly being studied
So
or
anything
contained within these,
attached to the
these
Permaheart
jars
is
has
dead.
turned black and is now beginning to just kind of liquefy within its jar.
We should take his
I
notes.
was about to say I gather up and take his notes.
Okay.
that's interesting. So anything
much
that
further to
came
the
from it,
Golem workshop
even
we
if not
could-
attached,
Hole up there for a
Die.
bit and I could fix William.
I'm okay with that.
Like spend the night? We're gonna lose another week outside.
Should we check in with Alora?
Came in here to find Yusa and we don't have Yusa.
We could do it again.
Yeah, let's do it in their workshop.
Okay, let's go. Well,
This place is just as creepy as the chamber down below.
The study is a bit more cramped than the workshop is.
okay.
and we already
Or, I'm
know,
sorry,
yeah,
the
like
experiment
we've
chamber,
been making
because
our
that's
way
the only in
through
between
these
points.
Workshop was
rooms.
dry,
Dreadnought.
warm.
We're like quite familiar
this
with at least a
automaton.
section of the Happy Fun Ball.
Sure.
There's
Okay.
got to
That's a
be
good
4 or
plan.
5 rooms in a row
Let's
now.
do
We've-
it, I guess. We'll go
right?
back to the
At least
workshop.
3
Okay.
or 4.
So heading back through the doorway from the Permaheart study, you enter the
So we have the
experiment
Permaheart
chamber
room,
left as
The Permaheart
you left
study,
it.
the Golem
The difference
workshop,
being all the bodies
The tower
that had
machine.
some semblance of experimentation, both within or now shattered on the ground, that were
We
partially
know where the-
decomposed or were still kind of in a stasis position, have all
dreadnought
also
is.
blackened and begun to liquefy. Looks like all things that are tethered to the Permaheart within here have lost their connection and maintenance.
We move through there to the Golem workshop.
Okay.
And then-
The door opens up and you enter the warm interior of the Golem workshop just as you left it.
Should I call Alora?
Are we gonna rest here?
Yes.
Maybe a short
Yeah.
rest.
Call Alora. I'm going to start looking through the instructions that are here and see if I can figure out how to fix my robot.
Do we have to fix it?
Buckle, Laura.
See, I was wondering that. We actually have
Laura
to fix
answers.
Willie. We can't just heal
Hello.
Willie like we would heal
Yeah, how
ourselves.
goes
I know
everything?
that probably doesn't make
Holy
sense.
shit, Alora.
But in my
We
head,
just
I thought
killed
we
the
could just
heart.
heal it. Like in
Oh, so
role-playing
you
games,
managed to
I would
find
heal
what you were
mechs
seeking.
Well,
and
sort of.
robots
We
with
haven't
the healing
found.
potion.
We haven't found Yusa
Maybe
yet.
that doesn't make sense.
Does anything look different out there now that we've killed the heart? Is the whole world changed?
Has the whole world changed?
Let me look. Can you see from the back of the mirror? She goes to the edge of a window that overlooks kind of what looks to be a cityscape around.
It's just
From the
fire and
looks like a tower
brimstone.
position.
Everything is burning.
No, looks about the same from my perspective, but I am quite a ways away from the place you call home.
All right.
Is it warm where you are?
It's relatively temperate.
The coast, of course.
Well, have you heard anything else? How long has it been since we talked to you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we have a
Since we last
timeline?
spoke, I believe it's been maybe a day and a half,
Okay, that's not so bad.
Oh, yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Well,
if I recall correctly.
good news. So if you feel like scrying on the laughing hand or anything to see if he's just lying in pain, let us know.
Lying in pain is possible.
Would you like me to scry then?
Yes.
Yes.
That,
Yeah.
Can you scry on something you've never seen?
Yeah.
I can certainly try. It's not easy.
I describe exactly what he looks like. Oh, I'm going to hold up my my journal to the mirror so she can see my drawing of the laughing hand. See him? Do you see? He's got all these mouths and stuff.
I'll
and he's
use,
gonna-
I'll use
Check it out,
disguise
creepy.
self to turn into
Like a tiny version.
tiny laughing
That's-
It's
hand.
like, that is very disgusting. That is
really-
very
it's really
disgusting.
gross.
It's a lot to deal with.
All right. It'll take me a moment.
Not
and she begins
turns
to.
into a mini
Yeah, just put us on
laughing
hold
hand
while
to
you do
give
that.
This lasts for
Laura
10
a
minutes, so
better
we could be
idea.
looking at her while she's crying if we want to.
The scry ritual takes how long to prepare? Just to remind myself.
10 minutes.
Well,
So you'll have to come get back to me. If you don't mind afterward.
okay.
Right. Well,
We'll hang up and call back immediately. By then, you will have done
We're
it.
gonna
most likely.
keep looking for.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
the
because 10
connection
minutes in our
dissipates.
time is like
Call
no
back.
time.
1,
Yeah.
2.
Okay,
Three.
call back.
Like, okay. Yeah. This entity is doing very poorly.
It's doing very poorly.
Extremely poorly.
Oh shit!
When I
it did
was
mess it up.
Checking in, he was in the midst of being berated by an individual, possibly. The flesh was sagging, and it was extremely lethargic, breathing heavy.
Oh God! So killing the
so
heart
whatever you did seems
knock
to
it
have
out.
quite an impact on this.
I love it.
creature.
It made sense with the way all the jars were and stuff. That if
There
the
was
laughing hand is
talk a
connected,
bit
it'd be that.
of an event soon, as part of this frustration. Shouting at this beast, this laughing hand, about how it falls apart near the finish line. That's all I can ascertain.
The finish line.
Any
gonna miss traffic on.
any distinct
But it
timeline
is
or
still
due
up.
date or
Like
something?
the other
Not that I
parts
could,
withered
from the
away and
conversation.
immediately rotted
Did
and
you hear a
died
woman
and
there?
turned into liquefied crap.
not
It sounds
immediately,
like
no.
it's happening to the laughing hand,
How
but-
about a?
much slower.
Wasn't there another skull creature thing? that
Yeah. Was it just the Oban guy and the laughing hand? Was there
That's all
anyone
that I
else?
saw for the time that I could.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
course.
Laura. We're going to, I guess, try to find Yusa now. I'm not sure where he is. We might have to sleep. I don't even know.
Any more ideas where he might be or where he might have been interested in? And
Oh, what parts have
The
you not
only
explored
thing
yet?
is
We
the
haven't seen
dreadnought.
the dreadnought
Yeah,
yet.
that's the
We haven't
only
seen the
thing it could be.
dreadnought.
Well, I mean, unless we got to keep
Bedroom,
going
we haven't
through the
been to
dreadnought
Crystal
and beyond.
Mines, we haven't been to
Crystal
the
Mines.
Circle-bound Chamber, the prison site, the Carbon Farm.
But a lot of those we haven't come across yet.
Could be in any of those or
We did
otherwise.
have the ability to
There's
go to the
something
Crystal
called the
Mines.
bedroom.
And we did have the ability to go to the dreadnought. We had to make
creature
choices
spell
and went
work
different
here?
ways.
In these planes.
I'd
It
say
depends.
dreadnought's
That usually
the closest,
requires
and it
proximity,
sounds
but
awesome.
the way you're describing the interior,
There are different dimensions.
So it might
some
just
of it
stop at the
least,
door.
It might.
Yeah.
We're just
Weird.
gonna have to room to room this thing.
Yep.
Room to room this thing.
There's a bunch of rooms. Maybe we all take a different room.
I like it.
Yeah. We
Alora,
all
I think we'll
split
be
up.
heading to the Dreadnought next. We're not entirely sure what we'll find there, but it seems some clues have led us
And
in
what
that
else was in the
direction.
dreadnought? There was something
Well,
else at
take
the
care, that
dreadnought.
sounds
There was like something we needed to
terrifying.
get. It was like something's
Right.
at the
Well,
dreadnought.
I'm going
we
to go
found some
because
note or something.
having to continue a conversation at this extremely slow pace is giving me a headache.
Yes, of course.
Goodbye.
Don't make it worse, please. Goodbye. The mirror goes
All right.
to a reflective.
Laura out.
Shall we construct a dome, or would you like to fix your
Fix it
robot
first and then sleep?
Your
Spent the last
robot.
10 minutes futzing with instructions and looking at his
Okay.
golem.
So,
I can.
you're taking a full, a long rest here.
I'm gonna try to fix the golem if
I'll
I'm
fix the
able
golem
to.
first. All right.
I'll help you.
The materials are fairly scarce because you used a lot of them to finish his construction.
All right. What do we get?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
High Arcana check needed.
17.
17. You cannot find sufficient materials to repair him here, unfortunately. There's not enough to do significant
Well, I guess we're
repairs. At
sleeping.
most, you'll be able to repair him. I'd say go ahead and roll 2d6.
2d6. We get robot repair.
9.
Okay, so he heals 9 hit points. But that's the extent of what you're capable of doing. The materials you use here are
So we
expended.
patched him
That's
up a
the
little.
extent of what the workshop currently
But I
has
guess that
available.
also means we get to sleep more now because we were waiting on rest. We'll save some time.
That's something.
Yeah, it's something.
Dome? Are we taking?
I mean,
long rest?
honestly,
Dome it.
I think we were below double
It's gonna be
digits
8
on
more
Willy.
days,
At
just
least we're
as- just
probably.
so you're aware.
Well, we gotta push for double digits if 9 is what we gained.
Do we think we can
I'm
afford
okay
it?
for a short rest.
I'm fine with a short rest too, but
I'm
that's
okay
just
with a
me.
short.
I'm
That's
almost
just
out of
me.
spells, but that's my own fault, I guess.
No, we should. We're going into the room, the area, whatever it is, called the
word
dreadnought.
dread in it.
Yes,
Let's rest.
I would
It's
take
your call.
some
Let's
sort of
do it.
rest.
Rest.
I say we rest.
All right.
Yes,
So,
Gonna wish we
8-hour rest.
8-hour rest, long rest. Here we go.
Long rest.
So you
All
all
coming back.
tracking up in here, dome present. Have a long rest.
I mean,
Which
let's
looking back at the rules,
celebrate. Looks like we took
with
out the
8-hour
laughing
long rest. There
hand,
can be someone who takes 2 hours
and
rest.
we took
my
out the
apologies, in that last
Permaheart.
session.
I
So
feel like a long
you can
rest
do
is
2-hour
warranted.
watches for an 8-hour.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
So, so you can do that for the extent before the dome vanishes. But I will say, for the sake of brevity here,
We rest.
you're pretty safe within this chamber.
All right.
There aren't any
So
incursions.
we saved
throughout
2
the night.
hours.
You come
By
8 hours
switching.
later to the end of your rest, restored, hit points, spells, rejuvenated. What would you like to do?
Let's go to the fucking dreadnought.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
make
let's
our
go.
way back
Let's
into
go to the dreadnought.
um,
We've got
experiment
plenty of time.
chamber.
I feel like we still got at least 35, 40 minutes of this episode. So we must get to the dreadnought. I don't know what else we didn't
I got an
count.
idea. I just need to. Where's my?
And the laughing hand appears to have been taken out
Yeah.
from a distance. Even though it still seems to be
I'm
somewhat
prepping divination,
alive.
Okay.
which could be useful. So before we go into the dreadnought, we could get some information really quickly.
All right.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Maybe we should have done that
with everything else
before
I've got.
the long
Okay.
rest. Maybe.
You all step
I don't know
back
what that
into
requires,
the
divination.
waterlogged experimental
But
chamber,
I'm sure Caduceus
and you make your way
had
towards
stuff
the
left.
other door.
Probably
correct?
should have
Couple
saved
of
Right before we do, I'm going to ask for just 10 minutes to have a conversation.
Well, it's an action to cast divination, so
Is it?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, as you expend the incense and sacrificial offering, so you mark 25 gold off of yourself there, you get to ask a specific question. What would you like
All
to
right.
ask as you feel through the plains
What
the
do we
warmth
ask?
of the Wild Mother's
Divination.
presence come and calm
Does it not
the back
require-
of
maybe
your
it isn't a
mind
spell.
at the precipice?
Because he was
what's
saying
the
you got
because
to
I keep saying
offer
Oban
stuff and
incorrectly.
use crap.
We're looking for
Yusa?
Usa.
Yusa.
Yusa.
You, sir.
Yusa. No, Yusa. Is oh no.
It's Jar Jar Binks.
Is Yusa in the dreadnought?
That's the question you asked.
That's the first question. They have to be yes or no.
All right.
Divination is a single answer.
Oh,
Not a
it's
yes or no,
different than-
a single answer.
What you were doing. That's not commune or whatever.
that's not commune.
Commune's different.
Oh, I think I meant to do commune then. I'm so sorry.
Commute what you meant? I'll allow you to do that.
I'm a little. Pokey
And
at the moment.
divination, you don't. Doesn't have to be a yes or no.
Divination, the difference is divination, you ask a question and the DM gives concerning a specific event, goal, or activity to occur within 7 days. And the DM offers a truthful reply. It can be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Commune is what allows you to ask 3 questions of your deity.
Seems like a good usage. I take it, and I'll take that map. Okay, so yes, commune.
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 Okay, so in the same sense,
All right,
you
so
build-
divination
you
is
build
more
out
of
the
a
much larger
DM.
ritual.
7
Feel the
days,
presence of the
an
Wild
event
Mother,
has to tell you
and
truthful
the
answer.
questions are.
Commune, you get
Is,
3 questions.
Yusa
That's it
in
makes more
the
sense.
Dreadnought.
Because he was clearly asking multiple questions.
In this still
So he
chamber,
also gets
kind of
25
the
gold back.
I know it's a
the unhappy, acrid smell of like acid and chemicals. A warm breeze hits, but it blows away from the dreadnought door.
Interesting.
So no, Yusa in the dreadnought.
Alive?
You get one question.
Is Yusa alive?
The warm breeze now picks up from underneath, and you feel kind of butterflies in the stomach. A
Alright.
positive response.
Yusa is good. Yusa is not in the dreadnought. And final question.
It's picking on the room.
Is Yusa in the crystal mines?
The breeze grows cold and still.
Not in the dreadnought, not in the crystal mine.
So
Devil
somewhere's
circle
got to
room.
That's all three of my questions.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you did all three?
So we're gonna have to
Which one
go
gives you
to
can cast it
the
again if you want
Dreadnought
to.
or the Crystal Mines and progress
That's
further.
dangerous to cast.
It must just be
Oh, it is?
further
Wow.
through. I mean, the
Just for
Dreadnought.
fun, I'm going to try divine
has to have another-
intervention to see if I
another
can
door.
just get to give me a specific location
Okay.
for it.
Percentile dice.
73.
I'm gonna try too.
Okay, go for it.
Percentile dice.
Oh, your god didn't help? Well, I'm gonna say
Your god didn't help. Here we go. 73,
It's a god
no
off.
good. So it's got to be high. 73, Matt didn't even consider it.
Oh,
No.
23. But
No.
One day
One day.
we'll see it work.
It will Pike did it once.
So
Can't you do it?
Yeah, just that once. Yeah, that's right.
no, Pike did it twice.
it felt like a definitive
What did Pike
no
get?
on both of those. Didn't
My
it?
guess
what-
is it has
what's
to
left? What are
be
the
at
other-
least 80.
There's the
Being
bedroom.
at 73
I
didn't
bet
even
he's in the
Fleshman
bedroom.
facility.
acknowledge a response.
Maybe he's in the flesh man.
I feel like it's got to be like 80.
Carving
higher.
farm? Jesus. Circle bound chamber?
Circle bound chamber. Maybe he's trapped
So
in
we
some sort of.
we've omitted crystal mines,
Circle-bound
garden
chamber.
bed-
I mean,
well, we haven't omitted
He's not
that.
on Dreadnought.
Not
Sounds like
dreadnought,
somewhere you might
not
have
experiment,
been imprisoned
not
if you were
perma,
caught.
not heart,
Maybe
not golem
if you're
workshop.
not
There are a
Tal'dorei
number of
or
notes that
fighting
point to
back, they
Dreadnought.
just imprison you.
Not
here.
useless specifically.
But yeah, but halas.
Yeah, if we want.
Something's in the dreadnought.
But,
If Halas
but
is
the
still
divine, the divinity just said you
He's
said
not-
it's
You
not
said
there.
Use
it
is
does
not
not
there.
appear to be,
But Halas might be in the dreadnought.
Could Halas
or his notes seem to point towards it.
still be alive?
Yeah,
Yes.
fully. It'd be
Although
like 10 years or
probably
something. and
really not happy.
Have we been to the nest?
He might not know. It might be like Jumanji.
It's also with Halas's experience
This is what I was
with the
saying
extra
during the live
prana
stream of
pockets. He
recent.
could have
Where
shunted
is
Yusa
Halas?
somewhere else.
Is he still
Not
in
in
here?
one of these
Is he
chambers.
part of the
there is a
experimental
prison.
chamber? Well, I'm assuming he's obviously
Halas
part of
had
everything
captured-
to some extent.
If Halas had captured Yusa, he could have brought Yusa to the prison of Soot.
Oh, that's even more.
We could
a
either
place.
get there by
I
going
think
straight to the
Hollis is
prison,
still in
or we
here.
could go there by
And
going
Hollis
to
is
Halas.
imprisoning
Halas may
people that are
be like
caught
just
by
a
the
soul
golems
trapped
and
in a
stuff.
jar right now.
Halas
How
could
long would
also
it take?
be on the mainland.
he's also a
right?
s-
He could be anywhere.
How long would it take to get to the prison of Soot? How many stops that we haven't gone
Yeah.
through yet?
We're in the Golem Workshop right now?
One.
How many that we haven't been through?
Many.
Oh, jeez.
Many.
How would we do it? 1, 2. How would we get there?
We should go through the Dreadnought.
It would be 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4,
I
5 to get to the prison.
I feel like there might be other
already
passages in the
here.
Dreadnought.
We should go through.
We should just check
Should go to the Dreadnought?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. That's my
But
thoughts.
Hollis isn't there.
We
Yeah,
are
but-
here.
We
We
can't
are
just spend
closest
might
to
be
the
there,
Dreadnought.
but Yusa's not.
I mean, Yusa won't be
Yeah,
there.
but Halas
Let's
might
just
be
check
able
it
to
out.
take
Let's
us
just
to
take a
Yusa.
peek.
Know something.
See what we got.
Halas was thinking about becoming a lich.
Yeah.
Halas is not a good
not
guy.
good guy.
Halas was trying to avoid
not.
being
Well,
a
let's kill
lich.
him.
You
Because
think
it was
Halas is gonna help
complicated, not
us?
because he didn't think it was good.
No, I don't think he's going to help us.
Well, what good
Yeah, I
is
don't think he's gonna
finding
help us
Halas gonna
either. I would
potentially
agree.
do?
You tell us where he is?
Why would
Hollis,
he do that?
What can we give him?
He is a like 3,000.
I mean, finding
year old
Hollis, yeah, you could get
wizard
info and
dude
learn everything about Happy
weird,
Phone.
the Mighty
people who just
Nine.
Think about all the technical
We're the
advances
people
we've made since
who
then.
just broke his immortality machine.
Like, he's probably wearing like just like underwear because he doesn't
He
even
doesn't
know
have
what
buttons.
clothes are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could show him buttons.
Yeah, because
The
he's been in
technology
here.
of
If he's in here,
buttons.
he's been in here a
Is
long
it business?
ass time. Like I said, a 3,000-year-old wizard.
Yes, there is Velcro.
I agree with Caduceus. We just
But I
broke
also
his
would think that
eternity machine. Is
People
foul
that
abuse.
come in here that he
I don't
imprisons, he
think-
probably
Maybe he doesn't know
gains
that.
their intelligence, or
I'm pretty sure
or,
he
you
knows
know,
that.
tortures them for knowledge.
Is it as
Yusa could probably
difficult
tell
to
him some
get to
crazy stuff.
the?
People with it just rotted.
Is it as difficult to get to the prison of Soot going backwards as it is going through the Dreadnought?
We would have to go to the tower machine where we've been,
Yeah. It's longer to go through the dreadnought to get to the prison.
So go
to the garden again, find another door that we haven't found yet, go to the study, then go to the circle-bound chamber in which there is a pentagram and a goat's head.
The prison of Soot is just a guess.
Then to the prison of
Yeah,
Soot.
that's
just a guess.
We
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
just a
where-
guess.
And
we
we
don't
might
even know if he's
accidentally
there.
go to the carving farm instead, which
Yeah,
sounds
we
very.
should go to the Dreadnought. We don't have anything pointing us to the prison of Soot. It's just a
Dreadnought
guess.
may have
I
doors
think
that
he's
haven't
in
been
the flesh
discovered
man.
yet.
Yeah, I say
facility.
Dreadnought. That's
You just like saying
my
that.
2 cents.
I think it's
It
better
seems
to
like
go
it is the
places we
quickest.
haven't
If we're
been,
wrong,
even if
we pop in, we
yeah.
pop back
The
out,
flesh
maybe,
trees
possibly, if
Hey,
it
Luke, would you
allows
like to
us.
take a look at that purple gem and see if you can activate it?
God.
I examined it before, did I?
It doesn't appear to be an activation more than a marker. no one's tried the door.
Not could you, do you see anything hinky with this doorway?
Which is burnt to 5th level.
Sure, it's in the room we're in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's on the opposite end of where you entered
I will
originally.
Yeah, we're right here.
Right, give me guidance.
Nice catch.
26.
26.
26.
I'm looking
Investigate
for
the door.
Something
Traps?
Trapped.
Traps,
Okay.
yeah.
The door is not locked. It is not trapped, from what you can tell.
All right, push that crap open.
Should I open it?
I can.
You open it, like a cold wind kind of blows through, and you can see like a faint, fuzzy purple color ahead of you, but your vision can't really kind of focus on it. It's like something continuously blurs what's beyond whatever threshold there is. It looks to be about 15 feet from the entrance of this door.
It's another one of these things.
It's another one. Yeah,
We
we're
fight
pretty
something
used to
else,
this
we're
by
gonna
now.
have to take another long rest. That's another week.
Yeah,
We can't take
really
another
can't
week.
take another week.
Well, we don't have to fight anything. Yeah, we're just inspecting. We could go,
We have
check it
nowhere else
out,
to
and
go that we
hopefully
know.
just go back
We
through.
know, but
We have to choose
we
something.
know for a fact Yus is not in the dreadnought.
We also know for a fact that there's 75% of this place that's unmapped.
Yeah, which means we could probably very
That is
quickly
very
find another door in the dreadnought. We've come across so
Take
many
definitive
empty
direction.
rooms.
I could cast Commune.
My
mean,
guess
just so
is
you're
instead of
worried about
going
something with the
5
passage of
rooms
time.
out of the way potentially,
cast
go to the
Commune?
one closest
I could cast
and see
Commune
if
to
there's another door
Traveler.
in that
ask
room.
if you'd
Couldn't
like
In the
really
three
dreadnought
more
could be
rooms.
another room.
It's up to you.
Are you worried about missing Traveler Con?
Obviously! It was coming up for.
How
Oh,
soon? I have not.
I don't know how much time is passing in here. I don't understand it completely, but
that would be
you know,
hilarious.
it was like a couple.
Okay, I do get gestures.
Like, it was probably like 8 weeks away when we got in here, so
It was a little longer than that, like 10 weeks away.
it was like 10 weeks away or something. I don't know. I'm bad
So-
with
And
time.
Allura had said that we've been gone for about.
2 already over.
You've been gone since now, knowing the hours you've spent out there.
How long? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 8?
You've been gone for roughly. I have to look at the full
and a
count,
half
but like 20,
Almost a
22
month.
days around there.
Over 3 weeks.
We're doing all right.
Over 3 weeks.
Well, I can cast Commune if you guys want me
That's
to.
almost
I'd say
half. We're
burn
almost
a fifth
halfway
level
to
might
dread,
be
but
enough.
we got time. We got
Alright, I'm
time.
gonna sit down and.
We can stay in here another 3 days and be good.
Let's pick 3.
Okay.
Prisoners.
But that is
seems
moving quick.
interesting.
We do gotta pay attention to that. It is moving quick.
Bedroom.
We're just asking
Traveler
for the
con. I was gonna
location
say,
you
what
said,
else?
right?
What does it
That's all
matter?
sorts of
In my
questions,
head,
too.
I'm thinking, what does it
Yeah.
matter?
Any other ideas?
In actuality, time could go by as quick
has
as we
BS
wanted
on
to.
it.
But I mean, there is
He is
wars going
nowhere.
on and stuff.
On that map.
Is
but-
we could ask that question.
We
Is
do
he
have
on this?
the
Maybe start
specific
with that.
event
Is
to
he
track.
anywhere on this map that's already been mapped out?
Okay. So you take a minute to set up the ritual,
Oh, yeah,
whereas
yeah.
Caduceus set up like all these beautiful little kind of natural little trinkets and incense burned around there.
Goes all around me on the ground.
Yeah, you just draw all sorts of little creatures and leave little stone penises in the circle around you.
Beautiful.
As you cast the spell,
little mouse flipping everybody off on the ground.
a smell of vanilla kind of fills the space, which all of you recognize. And you sense 2 hands on your shoulder, and you see the hood kind of come into your peripheral and say, "How can I help you?"
Well, okay, here's the thing. We're looking for this guy Issa. We don't know where the fuck he is. This place is crazy. Is he anywhere on this map that we have?
The hood of the traveler leans forward and glances across the paper. I think he's somewhere on this map, yeah. Yes, I believe so.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Do we want to ask if
If
Halas is on the map?
in this map, yeah.
I mean, do we want to waste this question? I'm not gonna ask him that. I almost asked him a question. That would have been real bad.
It's either that or 2 locations.
Do we want to
right?
I think we should get a
This
couple
as
more
a
locations,
question.
honestly.
It's your
If we
command.
get Halas, then we might know if we're dealing with like.
I would ask it. I would ask the Halas question. And then I would say
go to the dreadnought.
something
Oh, I totally
worse.
do.
Can
Yeah.
you...
ask your locations? It's your
I don't
command.
I already know he's not in the dreadnought.
Is he in the bedroom?
The traveler's image kind of flickers a bit. I don't sense him there.
Okay, I'm gonna ask about that one.
Which one?
Is he in the prison of Sun?
I think we should have started with
The
the
hood
prison
kind
of
of
Soot.
comes into focus a bit and goes, I mean, If I were to capture errant mages that wandered your halls and trespassing, where would you put them?
Boom.
Traveler's a smart thing.
Back when we said the prison of soot,
You see
I
a little eye
literally
wing under
said,
the hood is the image vanishes.
if Hollis
You
is in
guys,
here,
my
even
God,
if Hollis
he's the
isn't
coolest
here anymore, but I'm
guy.
assuming Hollis is in here
You
somewhere.
chose wrong
I
when
think
you
the
were picking
golems,
your
if you
new
don't
one.
attack them back,
He's
will
in the
take
prison
you
of
and
soot.
put you in prison. And Hollis might even
No, we should
torture
check out
them
the
for
dreadnought.
You
modern
stand at the open
technologies
precipice
and
of
stuff.
the purple doorway on the
Makes
other
them
side.
slaves.
There's a
Work
couple. There's a
on all
couple
his
rooms we haven't been to,
crazy
so we can
rooms.
make our way.
We can at least
But
stick one
prison
of
of
us
soot.
could
Okay,
go
so we
through
know to
and
go to
pop
prison of
out.
soot.
Yeah.
At least we
Look
have
and see
confirmation.
what it is.
We still get to go through the circle-bound chamber. That's exciting.
You can just pop in, pop out.
And then the door auto locks behind you.
That's the only problem.
Do whatever
If
you
we
want.
walk
What are
in
you
the
doing?
dreadnought, what if it auto locks and now we're stuck here for another whole episode in the dreadnought? I don't mind, but now that we did get confirmation,
1, 2, 3, 4,
It's a long one.
I think half the rooms we've been in.
But we
now,
have
right?
to anyway, though, because
No.
No, we
We'd
don't.
have
Yeah.
to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
We can do here.
no wait.
Haven't we been in some of these
Yeah.
rooms though, so
Yeah.
we're somewhat
Ways.
prepared for some of
Down,
it?
down.
We do.
Yeah. So you
We
go
have to go
Dreadnought,
backwards.
Crystal Mines, Garden,
I wish I could cast communicate.
Garden
It was really
study.
fun.
Study.
Out of fifth.
He was so like
Circle and
present,
chamber.
you know, like
good
he's always
spot.
here, but this one felt like
No, it's really there.
feel his hands on my shoulders.
Are you in love with him?
Oh.
That one doesn't go.
They're trying to
Well,
look for
no,
a shorter
4,
path.
5.
But either way, it looks like we're
I mean,
at a
there's
minimum
little
of 5
one.
rooms to get
Wouldn't
to
you
the
love
prison of
it?
soot.
4, 5. No, it's exactly
You
the
think
same.
he loves you?
Of course he
Right,
loves
right
me.
here.
Let's
Except
pretend.
2 extra unknowns.
But not in
So
the
they're
right.
exactly the
6.
same.
The dreadnought path is the exact same distance as if we went backwards.
Except 2 more unknown rooms as opposed
That's
to
the
less
problem.
than 2 unknown rooms.
6, 7.
We have
no,
more
I'm not
unknown
saying no.
rooms.
Technically
This is
shorter.
dreadnought.
Faster, but
What is?
But
the dreadnought path is one.
it's
room.
actually one more faster. But
But we don't
he's
know
right.
it as well.
We go through more unknowns.
What's the plan?
I go
Half of us
dreadnought.
go through the dreadnought and half of us go through the
Yes, half and half.
We'll race.
We'll
Split
see
us
who
up.
gets there.
We'll race there.
Let's roll
I
a
say-
d20.
I say
And for
dreadnought.
Anything above 10, dreadnought. Anything below 10, we go the other way.
I don't want to put it up to chance. I want to agree. I think we should go through the dreadnought.
Why?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good question. Why?
Dreadnought.
I want to understand
Not
this place.
And Liam said
I
dreadnought.
think that's
What else is the vote?
dangerous and that there is no understanding this place.
Let's
But
vote
if
it
that's
out.
what you want to
The
do, well,
dreadnought
come on.
path has 3 unknown rooms.
The other one has
going
2.
backwards has
2,
1.
1. So it has way more. That's what I was
Not
thinking.
including the prison.
From what they
yeah.
were saying
I'll
with the
admit I do
garden
wanna
and
see the
everything, it
crystal
sounds
cave a
like
little
the
bit.
mines is
Crystal
the
Mines,
only
the
thing.
dreadnought, and the
Circle-bound chamber.
circle-bound chamber.
If you really want to go, I'll do this.
I would like to remind everyone that this Happy Fun Ball also has the nickname of the Mage's Bane, and we are searching for a mage who's been locked up for being super overly curious. So, yeah, you know, we could go through the Dreadnought.
Good, we are agreed.
We're agreed. Yeah, let's just
I'm
come to an
very
agreement. We don't
Well,
need to
you
keep
guys
going
are
back
both
and forth
arcane users,
with
so that
whys
would
and
make
why
sense
nots.
that,
Let's
you
just
know,
vote.
the two of you would be
Eventually,
the
we're
ones
going to
Are you
waste
not
another
an
day
I
in
was
here.
kind of being a little
I'm
sarcastic.
Oh, I got that. I'm getting.
My power comes from a different place.
Yes. My mistake.
So what's the plan?
Yeah, like,
I'm
what's going on?
curious
Vote.
as well, but
Matt's like, Jesus, you people really milk
we have
this.
Traveler Con on the horizon.
I mean, at a point, you just got to make a choice. You can't all just sit around. Not, and Liam at least are like dreadnought, all the way dreadnought.
D&D is nothing but a bunch of meetings.
I mean, partially.
Matt's going to say it again, so what are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you
The
doing?
video gamer in me wants to see the levels.
Well,
I'm having an amazing
Yes,
time.
that is a great way to put it, and I agree. I want to see.
Yeah,
I would rather see
I feel like
more
you get
unknown
overridden
rooms.
a lot, Caleb. I'm with you.
I
I feel like we tell you
Caduceus
no
is in.
a lot. So
That's
yeah,
that's
I'll tell you
3.
yes on this one. I'm in it. Just be careful.
So
and
right now, the
be careful
worst
with us.
is a tie.
I feel like the power of this place is sucking you in, but
Get a little nervous like Chester.
I think as long as you promise to not go off by yourself and
you have to promise, Caleb, you're not going to do that.
pay attention to us and
Yeah.
make sure that you don't trigger
I
anything.
mean,
just
we
be very
just
careful.
watched him like a few hours ago stare into a door for like a while.
I know he keeps staring
while
at
we
things
were,
really
yeah, in the
creepily
garden.
in here.
And then you sent your cat forward down
Listen
a
to
door
them.
when the rule that
They're
Captain
like
Tusk,
ripping into Liam over here,
Tusktooth
or Caleb, I should say.
put forth was to call out your actions like a lifeguard.
I didn't follow anything.
Yeah, what is going
I
on?
did not understand.
No one understood that.
that.
Yeah, no one understands what's going on. Matt is going to be like, "What
I
is
would-
wrong with you crazy people?"
I would rather you put your faith in me for something more important than my curiosity. Let's go the other way.
Now we just
Not
decided
Dreadnought?
against it. Not the dread. No, Caleb.
What are you saying your name is?
Dread not or dread yes?
Caleb, now you're just making the choice
you
for
guys
everyone
doing?
else.
What's your
Yeah,
plan?
like this is insane.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it.
All
This is insane. Matt is. I feel Matt's pain. It's.
What
it's,
could it hurt to
there's-
pop in and just
this is
see
a lot of
what
talking.
it's like?
You
right?
gotta come
Just
to a
hop
choice.
right back.
Check out the view.
Okay.
It's like 12 angry
pop
men.
in.
We're all trapped
Check out
in a
the
room,
view.
and
Yep.
no one will agree on anything.
If shit looks
And we're
real
just sitting
bad,
here.
real fast,
Yep.
Come on,
we're out.
Yeah. It's you. It's the thing you always say. Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
Jester, are you worried about the time and missing TravelerCon? You've been waiting.
Either way, we're,
years, right?
if it's about
Well, I only
Traveler
knew
Con,
about
either
it
way,
recently,
we're in
so
trouble.
no.
Or
But you don't
we're
want to
in the
miss
same
this.
boat. Either way,
Retroactively
Traveler
waiting
Con
here.
should have no effect on the choice of
It's
which way
fine,
to
you
go.
guys. I
We'd have
just,
to be in here a long
this place
time.
worries me is all, but we can go in.
I'm confident we can handle anything as long as we're together.
Counter argument.
Let's just go.
Counter argument.
I
We do
understand
not go through the dreadnought.
going through the
We go
options.
the other way.
I hate
get you, sir.
indecisiveness where
go
people
to
don't want to do
TravelerCon.
something, but they just don't make a
And we
choice.
come back.
Agreed. I want to see that crystal cave. Sounds nice.
All right?
I suppose.
Unspoken people. Matt is waiting on Bo, Jester, and Ford. They're the only
So what are
ones
you
that
guys
haven't
doing?
made a
We
yeah.
are
What
Having
is
a look?
happening?
Are you turning the other way? Are you going through?
Do you want to just take
This isn't. If this was realistic, I would quit this group of warriors. I hate people sitting around. I'm totally fine with people
Okay,
debating.
here's
Like, you
the
want to go
rules,
one
though.
way, all right,
Here's
we'll
the
debate,
fucking
and then
rules.
if we can't, we'll vote on it,
D&D right
or
now.
we'll roll the
You're not
dice.
gonna get
I'll
weird.
even roll
You're
the
not
dice like
gonna
Jester
steer
said.
down.
I'm
We'll
a
be
gambler. I'll roll the dice,
We're not gonna
but you
cast
can't have
spells.
half the
We're not gonna-
people
we're
just
all gonna hold
not
hands.
making a
We're a buddy
choice.
system.
I'm gonna peek.
Okay.
And
Pop
Matt
right
is
back
like,
up.
Okay,
tell
this
me
is
your
the actual
answer,
scene
and
we're
the
fucking
people
with.
who aren't
This-
answering
I
are
don't
just
even know
not
what
talking.
happens, but it sounds scary.
Or at least not talking about what needs to be
hand-holding
talked
chant.
about.
Yeah,
They're just
because
all
Everybody
talking
grab
about
It's
that-
sucked
nonsense.
into the actual scene is never seen again.
Grab that fucking wizard's hand. We're walking through that
If
magic
you let
door.
go of us, I have a feeling the minute we go through, he's gonna go, I let go of everyone.
All right, here we go. We make a wacky decision to do the buddy system and all jump through at the same time.
And you all leap through. As you step through, you kind of drift forward. The purple,
Rainbow Bridge.
the purple door comes your way, and as it passes by, you all find yourself not touching the ground, but just kind of drifting there. Oh,
Is there a door? Nope. Is there a door?
on.
We're drifting.
Oh god, we're
hold
drifting
on.
for
My
eternity, aren't we?
my cue crashed.
My
Audio
cue
cue was
crashed,
falling.
and
It's all
Marisha
good.
immediately
Perpetually
perches
falling for the rest of our lives.
on her stoop.
No, you're fine. We can take a long rest, set some new spells while we're falling.
Long rest. Everyone is
Ah, you're fine.
healing up.
Let's play the heartbeat again.
Feel the heartbeat again? Nah.
You watch it ruins it even
No,
further.
you managed to push past that. You're fine. All right, let
I
me
feel
try.
like maybe destroying that heart possibly made stuff easier up ahead, or made stuff angrier. I don't know.
Inside the Happy
Yeah,
Fun
there we go.
Ball, I think it made stuff angrier.
So,
especially,
as you
I think
come through, you find
Hollis
yourself
is going to know
Just
and be
stationary,
mad and
drifting.
angry with rage if
Is
he
our hair
exists.
like going floaty?
yeah, your feet touch no ground. Your hair kind of floats a bit, and your body gently glides without direction away from the open portal behind you, which doesn't close. Drifting to a slow stop, and you're all kind of holding hands, just kind of drifting. Gravity holds no sway here, not in the way you know it. Surrounding you in every direction
Look at
is a
Ford's
sea of
face.
swirling silvery mists, and curling winds, an expanse of soft gray and white dots with distant points of light like the stars of a night sky. The door behind you is built into a massive, rough island of dull cerulean rock that sits adrift in this strange place. But what really catches your eye are the numerous platinum chains, maybe a dozen or so, thick platinum chains that are bolted tightly to and wrapped around this dark blue rock before pulling to the creature that they restrain. Just below the door.
What is it?
About 30 or so feet from the island, and about 25 or so feet from you, rests a terrifying behemoth that challenges the darkest of your nightmares.
This is way worse
No
than I thought.
way! This is way worse than I
Hulking
thought it
beast
is.
covered in spiky
Definitely
armored
worse
plates,
than I thought.
resembling a bulbous, swollen serpent, with a silvery tail that seems to curl and drift infinitely towards the distant skies, tethered to an impossible
It's gotta
distance
see
from the
us
horizon.
within 25 feet.
The
That's
hardened,
like
pale
from here
flesh
to
plates
my
that surround it are
bathroom
veiny and
door.
smooth, almost slick, while its muscles tense against the numerous chains that surround it. At its front, where it faces you, a trunk-like torso carries two thick, muscular arms that end in terrifying pincers. Also held by the
even
same
better.
thick, silvery bands and chains to the rock. It is bound and unable to move to this rock. Between the fleshy shoulders sits a gargantuan face crested, with horned ridges along the brow, and the corners of the immense jaw where hundreds of 2-foot teeth layer and tangle around the edges of a
Hundreds of
12-foot wide
2-foot
mouth,
teeth.
ever dripping a thick, clear saliva that drips from its chin and then floats into the space around, as well as the two heavy chains that connect to the sides of its mouth. Two of these are just built into the sides of its jaw. Noseless, a singular eye would sit above the mouth, were it not covered by a platinum plate bolted to its brow.
Oh, so it can't see.
And there you sit floating as it just sits there.
So it can't see us.
Bound, blinded,
Blinded, chains
attached,
attached,
to it,
so it hasn't
with the door
seen us
behind
yet.
you. You kind of spin around and look, and you see two large levers.
That's
framing
for the
each side of the
chains.
door.
And maybe we should go
Nope.
back.
Nope. Nope.
So each
we are
lever
looking
is
at the face of
connected.
an elder god.
One is
This is
they're-
insane.
And any other structures, or is it just infinity
This is
around all
way
of it?
crazier than I thought. Sam said it best. All
Some boxes.
I will assist you in that as a perception check.
Shelves.
right, we'll
maybe?
take a better look, I guess, but maybe we should go back through
I
this
came
door
out, alright.
and get the hell out of here.
So the first was cocked.
Let's let it out and then run.
15.
Let's let it out and then
15?
run.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just those two levers, and the kind of
The
rocky
door's still
island
open,
there.
right?
Yeah, still.
Can we? What
I'm on
happens?
the end. Yeah, I'm on the end of the human chain. Should I try some NASA astronaut like propulsion to send us back towards
Okay.
the door?
As you like begin to will yourself that direction, you float that direction. Oh. And all of you begin to, as you see forward do that, you begin to just will yourself to move, and your body drifts. The speed you move is 3 times your intelligence score.
The speed you move.
So Caleb and
That's
Beauregard
awesome.
in the space can travel quicker than anybody, and Caduceus is kind of holding up the caboose. The cabooses.
30 feet.
30 feet.
Back, right? Back.
We know now. Back.
Did the monster notice us?
It's
It
blinded.
hasn't moved.
Yeah, let's just get
Nothing.
back.
Is this that serpent creature that we saw in those drawings?
Oh.
Do you guys remember?
It doesn't look like that.
Big arms with pincers.
No, it did not have
No.
arms.
No.
No, I
you
didn't
can-
think
you can
so.
make
I
a
was going to say, I know what she's talking about, but I don't think it's
Do you know this?
the same.
He gave it
24.
Guidance?
24.
And he gave it
Yeah.
I guess.
You had your suspicions,
He was.
but this is an astral dreadnought.
Yeah.
They
It
are
really is an astral dreadnought.
astral dreadnought
astral
that is
plane.
bound and chained to this island. It is unmoving at the moment. It doesn't notice your presence. It seems like it is dormant.
Let's take it.
This poor
I
dreadnought
think it
needs
has like
water.
600 hit points.
I don't know
It's
what-
600
The things
hit
you
points,
notice
an
are
astral
the
dreadnought.
numerous chains that
I see. I
bind
never
it to
heard of
this
an astral
island,
dreadnought.
and
I know
then
of
the
the
chains
dreadnought we
seem
talked
to
about
cluster
this for
around
Star Wars.
2 of these levers.
You know, when you go to the
Chains-
zoo and you want to
chains,
see the.
like, is it taut tight the way it's held, or is it just like loosey goosey?
No, it's there's like a couple that are pretty loose, but most of them are pretty taut, and some of them and it's bound in different directions to where it's kind of held suspended.
What do you say?
So
We let
wanna
it go?
shoot it in the ass, 'cause
islands.
And it's on a giant.
As we go through the door, I can just shoot it.
You guys are between this giant rock island,
Yes.
and you kind of floated out of the doorway that's on this island where the two levers are, and all the chains are coming around you and bound around this creature.
Through the door. Through the door.
You really want to pull one of those levers.
I know.
2 feet.
What if we pull the levers and then go through the door?
You can make an
My
investigation
fear
check
is
to
that
see
the
what the levers
lever
do.
getting
I'm
pulled
gonna roll
will
an
seal the
investigation
door.
check.
Nothing
I'll
good.
do the other one.
Okay.
Nothing good.
The funny thing is,
Terrible.
Jester was the one that didn't want to
Guidance.
go. And now Jester's like, I kind of want to pull a lever.
13.
That's the funniest part of all this.
You both have no idea what these levers
Jester
do.
was the last one that wanted to go.
Pull.
And now
Oh, I
wants to
think
do
you
the
pulled
most
Through the
chaotic
door.
thing in this
Okay.
room.
Through the door.
We've seen it, right? We've seen it. We've seen it.
I say go back.
Wait,
Now
wait,
I'm
wait,
along
wait,
the
wait,
lines
wait,
of go
wait,
back.
It's not a ship.
I
it's
think
not a plane.
that is
it is a
reasonable.
22. Okay.
I said going in was just to peek and investigate.
left
We
lever.
investigated.
Seems to be. You now see as you get close, it's connected to many of these chains around. You can see there's actually within this island, what initially you didn't notice, intricate little bits of clockwork that weave behind, and the lever on the left, if pulled, would probably release all of the chains.
Okay.
The lever on the right seems to be affixed to a network that connects directly to the two chains that
The
attach
mouth.
to its sides of its jaw.
All right.
And you gather if they were pulled, it might force the jaw open.
Oh, so he can feed things to the dreadnought.
So he keeps it alive or something?
What do you
His
feed a
enemies to
dreadnought that would
Or
sustain
breathe some
it?
sort of.
Well, we read in the notes, right, that this is how he discarded of the
Oh
failed
my god,
experiments.
yeah. He's
So
feeding
with all of
clones.
these experiments, you
he said
generate.
he said the bodies were jettisoned into the astral sea.
Right,
The
that's what I'm
astral
saying.
sea.
And the last bit of the notes that you read
Very slick.
regarding this,
It is pouring
Dealt
rain
with
outside, by the way, if you hear
one
it.
of his ritual chambers within the dreadnought.
Within the dread, he can go inside the dreadnought. You can pull it open and go inside.
We're going, yeah, he was inside Moby Dick.
Oh my
Should we go in
That's
just,
probably
just to see?
where
Just to see what
the-
it's
Pull open
like.
its mouth and go inside
That's
it.
probably where the portal is to the
Y'all.
crystal mines.
Really fucking
Oh my
cool.
god,
Do
we
you
gotta
wanna make a
open the
perception check
mouth
if you
and
want?
go into the
Jester,
astral
you wanna go
dreadnought.
in?
I'll help with that.
I never knew we could go inside of a big
Perception?
thingy like this.
15.
Cool.
15. As you look towards the dreadnought and look around back at the island, there is actually another door, about 30 or so feet below the one that you're at. That is closed.
Do we want to? That'll actually save us some time.
Will it?
Well,
I'd at
no,
least check out
actually,
that before.
You said a sacrifice chamber inside the dreadnought?
Hold on.
Ritual chamber.
I'm interested in what Jester said. Do
Yeah.
you want to go in the astral dreadnought?
Why would we go inside?
Yes, now I
what-
do.
what-
Now I
what did
changed
he-
again
what did he
because I
say?
didn't know
Well, the key
that
line
was
was
an
that
option.
the jar
And there is now a
was
door
within
below
your
us, so
charm
now
and
I'm totally on board
The,
for
it seemed to be
either
his
of those
experimentation with this magic jar,
I
part of
would
his soul
think going to the
transference.
door
that,
below us is easier
that
first.
particular part of his research ended him heading towards the ritual chamber within the dreadnought.
Oh,
Within the dreadnought.
Jester, do you want to go inside?
What, that room there?
Well, maybe.
What room?
I mean,
Tell
maybe.
Maybe going from inside the dreadnought would take us to the circle-bound chamber.
Or maybe we end up in his butthole.
Within the dreadnought.
It's possible. I mean, within the dreadnought. Do they mean
Although we
literally
might be meeting
inside
in any of
the
these
astral
chambers.
dreadnought? I feel like it is because
But it
of the
seems like
mouth
he has a
opening
bachelor
on a
pad
different
inside.
level.
I would
If
go
it didn't
in
open its
the
mouth on a separate lever,
behemoth
I would think that's
thing.
crazy.
I think it's
Even if
really
it's
cool.
But I say we go
here to
in.
begin with.
Yeah, but you
all
could be
flip-flopped.
inside.
I wanna leave.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, hands
We literally
for
didn't
going
want to even
the
go in this
giant
room, and now
astral
she's
dreadnought.
one of the few that want to actually go in the dreadnought.
Frumpkin is floating
Who
between
didn't
my
even want to
hands.
see the dreadnought? I mean, I'm on board that. I'd rather go in the dreadnought
Well,
and
I
see
sent
what's up.
Frumpkin up and
We-
just float him right in
We
front
will
of his
ourselves
face.
right near that fucking door, though.
All right, you guys all drift by the door.
Will you hold on to me, please?
Yes.
Hold him down.
Hold him,
Okay,
Bo.
so
Dumb cat.
You and your dumb.
blind and deaf, and Frumpkin is just floating in the astral sea in front of this thing's closed mouth.
Okay.
Do you guys remember which one of the levers
Yeah,
got
the
to
one
go
on the right.
and
The
which
one
one
on the
opened the
right is
mouth?
the one you need.
You're blind and deaf.
No, I'm not listening to anything. I'm just talking out loud.
All right.
I don't like being blind and deaf, so please do something soon.
Forward, pull the right
I roll
lever.
myself up to the right lever.
All right, we do it. Pulls the right
pull
lever,
the
and
lever
we're
and
running
you
out
hear
of time.
And you just beyond, out of the sight on the top of the island, something sparks.
Arcane magic
And sparks
again.
head down to the two chains, and then arc over to the side of the creature's mouth, shocking the sides of its body, sides of its head. You watch it kind of pull and restrain against the chains, and as it does, the jaw opens up, the teeth lining it, bit of spittle kind of spattering out.
And
It's
there's
open. You just see kind of
hundreds of
the
2-foot
dark
teeth.
interior of its throat.
So we could clamp. Oh, I guess you
Little
could
tiny
hold it
pumpkin
open.
kind of
That's the
floating
point
in
of
space
chains, but-
before, kind of looking back at Caleb, going.
And that fucking cosmonaut into that
Frumpkin scared
He
shitless.
just starts paddling through the astral plane inside.
This pumpkin heads into the gargantuan maw of this terrifying astral beast. You see the cat disappear into the shadow. And then you lose contact with Frumpkin.
All right, Frumpkin portaled somewhere. It's another door.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Let's
Another
go.
plane inside of it.
Well, if it
Holy
does go to the circle chamber, then that actually shaves off a lot of time. You know?
Going through the mouth of an
goes.
astral beast
It's-
actually
it's
saves us some
not-
time.
It's not innards. It's not the inside of a beast.
Yeah, it's another door.
We don't know. It's too much. We're level
We
10.
go.
It's too much.
Now it's confirmed. We go.
Do it.
Jester
go
wants
in?
to do. It's so funny how they didn't want to go through the dreadnought. She was so concerned about Traveler Con and
Going
everything.
in or leaving?
And now she's like, let's go with the mouse to fit a mouse for an astral beast.
Go in there.
I think I'm going in.
Speak your truth.
And the
Caleb
people who
starts
wanted to go in the
floating towards them.
dreadnought are against. Oh, Caleb's
That's
floating.
3-1.
I am holding on him.
All right, Bo's going too. Not is the only one that
Not the
doesn't
brave.
want to.
Live up to your name.
And you all are doing this. Okay, so Not you watch
Ford
as the
joined.
entirety of your friend party one by one drift.
Not is the only
into
one.
the
Ford even
open,
joined.
Gaping, toothy jaws of an astral dreadnought.
We're holding hands.
Holding hands.
Until they're all
Is not too. I guess not
disappeared
is.
into the
But we're
shadow.
holding hands.
But you're holding Knott's hand? You going with
He
him?
is not holding hands. Not hasn't said
Not
so yet.
Everybody holds hands.
Everybody hold hands.
So Knott, you're being dragged into its mouth.
Or you can stay out.
All right, they're grabbing Knot, and Knot's going in. All
I've already died once. It's okay. Let's go.
right, Knot goes. I was gonna say Sam is
One
not
by one,
agreeing yet.
you feel yourself going into its kind of warm, cavernous throat. The smell itself is strange. It's peppery, but also metallic. It's nondescript.
Thank you.
Just at the moment that you look behind and you can see the silhouetted shadow of the dozens of teeth and the jaw closing. You feel your body suddenly get drawn quickly down a space similar to stepping through these doorways before
To the taint.
you stop,
Where is it? Where is it?
standing in a cavernous, dark chamber.
Crystal Mines.
You have no idea where the walls are. It is too open with a little bit of light you have.
I look down. What's on the floor?
My
Stone,
hands light
your
on
gravity has
fire.
taken you now.
I'm taking my hands back. We're standing
Right.
fire.
And then you light the space around you. You can see distant sconces of burning torches and candelabras set
Oh,
to the
he's gonna
center.
end it any minute. I want to know where we are.
You don't see markings. All you do see is a small, arranged set of tables in the middle of this wide open cavern. And that's where we'll pick up next.
Oh man, what is it? The mines? Small tables?
You guys are off the map now.
Oh, we are. We're off the map.
I'm sick. I'm sick and my arm hurts.
This is
I'm
all
sick and my arm hurts.
This is all you're doing.
I just think it's hilarious that Laura didn't even want to
The
go.
one thing you do note,
And now we're off
there
the
is
map.
no doorway behind you.
And I saw the mouth closed, so we're stuck here.
You don't. There's not enough light to see the perimeters.
They
of
were
this
saying the
chamber.
mouth
It's just
closed
this open
behind me,
space
so I'm like,
with a little
that
bit of
to me
firelight.
means there's no way
educated
back.
guess.
But we're gonna pick up there next week. which
Oh
will
my
be our
God! Now
Halloween
Laura, I
episode.
think, is kind of regretting it.
That'll be
Because
fun.
we don't know. It's a
Caleb
Halloween
turns and looks
episode.
at the
Awesome.
audience
The
like
next
that
one,
little
and we're
girl in front of the
almost to
burning
Halloween. It's about a month away. It's gonna be. Oh wait, it's not gonna quite. It's gonna
We'll
be
see where
the,
this
like
goes
a
next
couple
week.
days before October when we do the next episode.
Well, I know elements.
I love how
I know what's in
conflicted
this
everyone
chamber.
is. Internally and externally.
I know. Big D&D,
I
love it.
think it's
All right,
awesome.
guys.
I just wanted to
But it
look
might-
over the cliff.
It might make a problem for the amount of time that goes by.
Love it.
I was
Have you met us?
genuinely a little surprised. I thought you guys were going to go the other way.
I am shocked. I honestly am shocked that so
But hey,
many.
here you are.
When so
We'll see
many
where it takes
disagreed
us.
about the Dreadnought, I'm
right, guys.
shocked
Learn.
that so many were on board about
Why
going
do we
through.
keep doing this?
We will.
That will be our tombstone. We never learned.
I know. Thank you for joining us for tonight's adventure. We'll pick this up next week. We love you very much. And is it Thursday yet?
Oh my god.
Good night.
All right, everybody, that is it for Mighty Nine Time, episode 82. It concludes episode 82. We're going to jump in. Dark Bargains is the name of episode 83. It's going to be about an hour and 50-minute live stream this Friday. We're going to start episode 83. Fantastic episode. This was a long 2 hours and 10 minutes on the back half, but I loved every second of it. I love how we're going from room to room. The craziest thing of all this, and then we're going to edit this up because this is already a long video, is that Jester, Bo, and it seemed like Ford was very hesitant about going to the Dreadnought. Ford, I feel like, was on the fence and didn't really care, but specifically Bo, and mostly I feel like Laura, aka Jester, was totally against the Dreadnought. And the people who were most about going into the Dreadnought are then like, all right, let's get the hell out of here. We'll go the long way. Or even though the long way isn't much longer, it's about the same way. And we know more rooms that way, so we should be able to navigate it much quicker. We then find out a lever opens the mouth of an astral dreadnought. I've never heard of such a thing. I thought a dreadnought was going to be some sort of craft or ship or something. Travis knew right away. He goes, I can't believe it actually is an astral dreadnought. It has 600 hit points, but we have a lever that opens its mouth and inside is another door to where we don't know. We're off the map. But what's shocking most to me is that Jester wanted to go in more than anybody. And they didn't even debate it. Like how Sam and Caleb were like, all right, well, we all want everyone to agree on this. We don't want to just vote or force or roll a dice. Jester's like, nope, grab hands. Bo grabs hands. Ford grabs hands. Everyone runs right through and dives in. Not didn't really have a choice. I'm assuming we don't know how time's going to work here. Is our mirror going to work? We should communicate with Alora if possible. But we're in a room with tables. We're off the map. This could be dangerous. We could miss TravelerCon, and that was the whole reason Laura didn't want to go. But let's go edit this up. Amazing. We'll see you on the live stream on Friday. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see the Patreon hour exclusive for every episode of Campaign 2. We're finishing Fiona and Cake this week, starting Chucky Season 3 next week, and hopefully soon is Cobra Kai and Stranger Things, amongst hundreds of other exclusives that are only on Patreon. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. Go check in the description for Patreon. Full unedited episodes of everything. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.